Hello to all my friends out there. Hi, you guys. I just saved 50% on groceries this week by going to the food pantry. And I'll show you what I bought. Okay, I promised myself when I got older, I would not be prideful, that I would do what I had to do to get by so that I didn't end up in a nursing home. I mean, it could happen anyway. If it does, I'll try to do my videos. Okay, so I decided to jump up and go to the food bank. And so let me show you what, it's a food pantry at a church. So I try to keep a tally of what I get. Okay, so let's see. The first thing I got was 6 large carrots. These are really nice. And this is about 2 pounds of carrots. 2 pounds of carrots is about $2.79. Then I got 6 oranges. And these oranges, I got these before. I think somebody grew these and donated them. They're very good. Then I got 4 potatoes. Here's the 4 small potatoes. And I figured the oranges were about $1.50 because I buy marked down oranges about 4 in a bag for $1, and I got 6, so I decided it was about $1.50. The potatoes I calculated at about 10 cents each, so 40 cents. And then I got 7 of these sweet peppers. These are really nice. I got these before. I'm going to be making I'm going to be making some squash soup. I'm going to use my butternut squash, and I'm going to put some sweet peppers in my, I'm going to make some soup. So this was nice. So just the produce was $8.16. Then I got a gallon of milk, and this milk is from Vaughn's, and it is reduced fat, $4.29. I got 18 eggs. I eat a lot of eggs because I eat egg whites, 3 egg whites a day with bacon after the gym, and I got 1 yogurt. So the eggs were $6.62. Eggs are not cheap out here. And the yogurt's $2. So that was $12.91 in dairy. So dairy is nice to have, and it's expensive. Then I got these rolls from Albertsons. They were $1.99. But there's 4 rolls, so I could make 4 sandwiches. And then I got all these tortillas, which is awesome. I don't know how many this is. A lot. But I've had, I've seen this place before, and I got some Spanish rice and some refried beans before. This brand is Manola here in San Diego, so I can make some enchiladas and some tacos, so that's awesome. And then I got this fruit punch, sugar free, which is good for me. Maybe I'll drink that instead of so much Diet Coke. I didn't look up the price on the fruit punch, but the milk, the eggs, and the yogurt was $12.91. The tortillas were $4.99 because the price is on the package. And the rolls were $1.99, $6.99. So that was a total of $28.05. So how you can, like if you're single, if you're a senior on a fixed income, how you can figure out your grocery, how much to spend on groceries is EBT for one person is about $241.40. So that'd be about $60.35 a week. So by going to the food pantry and getting $28 worth of food, you just cut your grocery bill in half. So with the milk and the yogurt, I can make some nice big batches of yogurt. I will make some, these are everything rolls, and I will just toast them. I have leftover steak, I have tuna, I have eggs to make sandwiches, and then enchiladas and tacos. And also the sweet peppers are good. I like to just cut them in rings and put them on the top of cornbread, or I can pickle those, and I might do that tonight. And then with the potatoes, okay, the potatoes are small, but I will either eat them, but look at my potatoes. I had a couple of those small potatoes from the food pantry, and they got some eyes, so I just planted them in my backyard, and everything is growing great in the front yard, not so much in the backyard, but stuff is growing. So I could make some potato salad, or I could make some potatoes and eggs, or I could have some potatoes and carrots for dinner. And then with the eggs, I can make egg salad or boiled eggs. I like to make deviled eggs. Okay, so now I want to talk about this 50%, saving 50%. Okay, I knew this woman from India, and she said to her husband, we can go on this way and just stay broke, or we can just eat every other day and just save money. We've got to get out of this hole. And eventually they started to prosper. They bought motels, they bought gas stations, but first they had to suffer and go without. I don't do it that way. If you find your food marked down, so say I have to $30 more, since I don't have to spend $30, I have $30 more I can buy groceries with, and if I buy food marked down, that gives me $60 worth of food. So $90 worth of food is a lot better than just having $60, and it only cost me $30. So it's 50% off too. So my customer, she was a great customer. They didn't need anything. They probably did this kind of stuff too. Who knows? But they actually save $15, 15 days a month on food, but so do I, and then some, by doing it this way. So I wanted to mention that to you guys. Okay, I want to mention something. It's inverse proportion. Inverse proportion is, as a value goes up, the other proportion goes down. So when spending goes up, the accumulation of money goes down. When spending goes down, the accumulation of money goes up. So it's more positive to think about it that way than scrimping and saving. And so there's a lot of inverse proportions. I took this class, and the teacher, it was some math class, and the teacher goes, I got through my master's degree because I understood order of operations and inverse proportions. And it's really true when you think about it. I used to take these classes, and I would think about stuff for years. Okay, so now think about accumulation of money. What stops this accumulation of money? One big thing is consumerism, especially if you don't have that much money. So think about 75% of poor people's money. So if you make $30,000 a year or less, you're poor. So 75% of your money goes to food, transportation, rent, utilities, and cell phone. So, okay, let's go on $100. $75 is spent on these things, which gives you a spendable income of a whole $25. So say, you can just figure out very easily what your spendable income is that way. Just add $25 for every $100 you have, and that's going to give you your approximate spendable income, which is one of the areas that you can save money, like by not spending anything unless you absolutely have to. Your money is going to accumulate. So this is an example of how to save on food. I think it's very important to make sure you have nutritious food when you're older, because Then you don't get sick and have to go to the doctors. And just like a multitude of things don't happen, hopefully you're in your house. So food, this is an example. Transportation, okay, just basically don't go anywhere. Where I go is to the gym and back. And I was watching these videos by this rich guy, and he said, you know, when times are tough, just stay home. And later on, it occurred to me, they have these mansions, they've got these pools, they've got everything possible they could want in their homes, but they're also just staying home and accumulating their money. And sometimes the stuff doesn't register, even though they're telling you, okay, rent is not too flexible. Okay, utilities, the best way to save on utilities is just live like you don't have any, like just the only thing you're using is your refrigerator. And then trying to control the utilities. What I do is I'm just not in my house. And then controlling the utilities between the hours of 4 in the afternoon to 9, and just like a lot of times you'll see me, the only lights on are in my kitchen. And then the other thing is a cell phone. So, you know, the AI, there's coming an app, it's here now, where you can load the AI into your phone, and then if you want to ask it something, any question like, you know, like how much does 6 oranges cost? Anyway, so it's about $20 a month, but they have this, you know, thing so you can try it, and so, but that's not lowering your cell phone. But I mean, it could come in really useful, especially if you have kids and they have questions on like their homework and stuff. So now think about, so now back to food, which is you can reduce food, transportation, utilities, and cell phone. So think about stockpiling. So like I could go all week now without buying any food or very little, and that is what I'm going to do. So now the pantry I go to gives you a lot of food, so this will last me for a while. Okay, then there's the pantry, then there's the garden, and if you're like me, your garden's not going to yield that much, but it is going to yield some stuff. Mark down food, so you could literally, like this, these were $3.79 at Albertsons, reduced to $1.99. That's 50% essentially. Low cost food like Top Ramen, you know, like Spam, and meal plans. So I gave you my meal plans, and those, my meal plans pretty much don't fluctuate. The enchiladas fit in good. Okay, now think about, okay, so now they're talking about snacks. At $5 a day, your snacks could literally cost you $2,000 a year. And then if you figure the cost of food by the year, I wrote this, where did I write this? Okay, your groceries, if you buy all of the groceries, could be about $5,090 a year, and then $5 a day is $2,000 a year, so that's $7,090. So by reducing those two items, you're freeing up that much money. You're giving yourself a little extra money. So think about $5 a day snacks versus $5 for 1 gallon of gas out here. That's when gas is kind of low. So I'm not saying no snacks. I am cutting my snacks, trying to cut my snacks down. So just by doing, it's, you know, it's like majoring in minors. You know, why do you think about this? Well, it adds up. You know, every little bit helps. So I am going to be cooking this food up, maybe enchiladas tonight. Okay, you guys, I will see you soon. Please like, comment, and subscribe. And God bless you all.